Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to create a Laravel project. So for this you need to start a server, and Jamf provide us this server. Here you can see Apache server, and we have to install we have to start MySQL also, right? So we are going to start Apache and MySQL. That's it. Minimize it. Now we need a code editor, but before that, actually to create a project we don't need any code editor. Here you can see I'm inside Jamf htdocs, so I love to actually keep all my project inside htdocs folder, right? So here I'm going to create a Laravel project. You can actually create anywhere in your PC, any drive. So here I'm going to create the project. So I'm going to open cmd here. You can actually this address bar, you can click here and then type cmd and press enter. It will actually open command prompt here. So we are using Laravel 12, and if I go to the documentation, so first of all you need to actually say here Laravel new and the project name. But before that I actually want to install or create my project globally. So I will say composer global require Laravel / installer, composer global require Laravel / installer. Then if I press enter, it will actually install globally. Here you can see change current directory to C. We will say Laravel new, the project name. So let's say Lara e-commerce. Okay, our project name will be Lara e-commerce. Okay, so press enter. Here you can see it is going to install fresh Laravel. So it's asking us that which starter kit actually would you like to install. So what is starter kit? Starter kit means they will actually provide us login and registration process and all the interface, but in this tutorial I'm not going to use any starter kit, so I'm not going to install any starter kit. Okay, so I'm going to select here none. We'll actually select here none, and now it's which testing framework. So I will actually select 0, I mean paste, press enter. Now it's asking me which database will you application use. We will actually use MySQL, right? So I will say MySQL. Would you like to run the default database migration? So we haven't actually created database yet, right? So maybe we can actually say yes, no problem. We'll change it if we need it. Okay, I'll say yes. Okay, everything is done. Now we'll actually change the directory. Okay, so at first I'm going to clear the screen, so I will say CLS to clear the screen. Screen. Press enter, and then here you can see if I say dir directory, if I press enter, here you can see we have only one directory here, and that is Lara e-commerce, and we have to go there, right? So I will say Lara e-commerce. Before that I have to say cd, so I'm going to use here cd, then space, then Lara e-commerce, and now here you can see we are in Lara e-commerce, right? And if I say here php artisan serve, press enter, it will actually run the server. Here you can see, so this is the URL for us. I'm going to copy it, press enter from your keyboard, and then paste it here, Ctrl+V. If I press enter, here you can see this is a fresh Laravel home page. So we can actually say localhost instead of this 127.0.0.1. So we can actually say here localhost host, then colon 8000, and that is port number. Here you can see this is the same page, right? So we have actually installed it perfectly. But one thing is, now we have to actually open our Lara e-commerce project in a code editor to do the code. So here you can see I have Visual Studio Code and Sublime Text. So in this tutorial I'm going to use Sublime Text. So I'm going to add the folder here, our project. So let's just drag and drop it here. That's it. And I'm going to go to the .env file, and here we will check the database name is what. Here you can see our database name is Lara e-commerce, right? DB database and then root. So I'm going to actually copy it, and actually I want to use here db_db. Okay, and I will save it and I will copy it. So this is the root name and password. Now let's go to the browser, and here we will go to the localhost slash php myadmin. So here I'm going to create a new database, and the database name should be this one, Lara e-commerce underscore db. I will create it. All right, done. And you can see we have a Lara e-commerce also, right? So I'm going to actually delete this one because I have changed the name, right? So I'm going to migrate it once again. So I'm going to delete it. So here you can see this is the Lara e-commerce db, and I am going to change it here also, Lara e-commerce db. That's it. And now we will go for the database, then migration. And here you can see we have users table. We have some other table also. These are not necessary, but we will actually work with users table. Okay, here you can see we have here a table that is called users, and we have name, email, password, right, everything. And this is auto increment. I can actually say here auto increment. So we have a column name, email, that should be unique, then email at verified, nullable, password. Okay, everything is all right here. Now we'll just migrate it. So go for the migration, and to do this I'm going to open the folder, and here I'm going to say cmd, and here I'm going to say php artisan. So migration is done now. Okay, we can actually go there, and if we refresh here you can see everything that is successfully. Okay, and if I go to the structure, here you can see this is auto increment. Okay, auto increment. Then email is unique. Here you can see there is no login and registration process. So in our next video I'm going to add a login and registration system, and it should be multi-authentication system. Let's say admin will have a separate admin dashboard and user have a separate user dashboard. Okay, so thank you so much for watching.